Wouch, what's poppin'? Et je commence
poppin'?
tout de suite avec le franglais parce que cet épisode est spécial. Special episode.
Special delivery.
It's the next episode, but already the right now episode, you know? C'est l'épisode du moment. Je vais pas essayer de faire des blagues dans les deux sens parce que ça va être un peu complexe pour moi. Service Iencli. That's the Iencli service. Like the New York Iencli.
Oh shit.
Yeah, thank you. Et cet épisode, je vais essayer de manipuler le français et l'anglais at the same damn time parce qu'on a un invité ce soir qui parle allemand, à la base suisse-allemand même, mais on va s'exprimer avec lui en anglais parce qu'on est tous scolarisés plus ou moins dans le canton de Genève et l'État a bien fait son travail de maîtriser l'allemand. Non, je rigole, on aurait pu y mettre d'une autre aussi.
Oh my god.
Wir coulden, tu vois?
Yes, wir sind hier.
So I'm speaking French right now because usually this podcast is in French, en français dans le texte. But tonight we have a very, very special guest. His name is Pronto. What's good?
Bless up, fam. Bless up. What going?
Alors là, je précise. Oh, il y a des bruitages.
Yeah, we got special effects.
Ça va être mes derniers mots en français si vous voulez suivre la suite de ce podcast. Eh ben, activez les sous-titres. Il va falloir regarder ça sur YouTube.
Sur YouTube,
manifestement.
si vous ne parlez pas français, anglais, effectivement, allez sur YouTube, il y aura les sous-titres.
Yes. Mes co-hosts, on my left, ultra left.
Ultra left.
Yeah,
Extra left.
He's very left. It's Romain Russo.
Bonsoir, Grüezi. What's up, my G?
And on my, I'm fine, man. Very thank you. Merci beaucoup. And on my left, DJ Iencli,
Yeah,
the
man.
one and only, the most famous Swiss DJ in the world after DJ
my
bro. You the man, bro. Don't let anybody say the opposite, bro. Yeah, I'm just like trying some things. But now we are going back to the serious shit. Pronto is one of the biggest and most known rapper in Switzerland, actually. We can I know that women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
So I just wasn't able to count, but can you tell us how many certifications we say? Like I know that you have many platinums.
Well, man, I don't know actually. I think it's like 13 platinum and some gold, but you're never up to date, so maybe there's more.
Manager.
But that's the minimum.
Yeah, that's the minimum, yeah.
Damn, bro. Big shout out for that. So
Bless up.
it's
Shout
a
out.
very, very important guest we have right now. And
It's incredible, though. No, we gotta give
and
it
so to Riga that is behind the scene. And I didn't did the shout out for our
Augen.
Yeah.
Augen.
Yeah, bro.
Augen.
Who is shooting
Director
this
from
podcast, and thanks to our partners Audio Source and Rode Mic. So now we can really start with the questions. Questions? So Pronto, yeah. So I live in Geneva. Those guys used to, but now they are in Lausanne. No comment.
Come on, don't
Pay respect to all the cities,
You're just starting the podcast, you're already spilling the beans.
So dang.
And so
You're snitching.
we know your music,
Yes, we
but there's that big Rösti Graben.
Yeah.
You know the Rösti Graben. So you guys on the Swiss-German side have big stars of the music industry, and we don't know them at all. Like the public don't know them.
Yeah.
So, but there will be a little story about the guy that we met in around the Lake Geneva. Yeah, that's the name actually in English. Genfersee auf Deutsch.
He's dropping it. He's dropping it.
So we were at the Lake Geneva and somebody was listening to your music. So it's not that.
Oh, nice.
There are some crossovers, but mainly we are very separate country.
Segregated.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
True, yeah.
So can you explain for the people that don't know you, like where you come from? You grew up in Solothurn, right? Solothurn.
Exactly, yeah. I grew up in Solothurn. It's one of the first cities in the French part, in the German part of Switzerland.
Yeah.
When you come from here, and I grew up there, and I've been doing music in English. I tried it out, and then I switched to Swiss German. That's where it started to work a bit.
At what time did you begin to do rap music?
Whoa. We used to freestyle outside, and one beatboxing, and we freestyle back like when we were 15, 14, and ever since then, we didn't know how to produce, and then somebody had a laptop, somebody cracked the program, and you know how it goes, man. Since then, man.
So you don't hesitate to complete, of course, guys.
For sure.
But so the thing I want to figure out first thing is like how was to grow up? How was it to grow up in a town like Solothurn? I think like it's a small city, right?
Small town, yeah. I mean, it was peaceful, bro. Very peaceful, very chilled. Well, I don't know how it is on the other side, you know, of the Swiss German side. In Solothurn, we close to the French side as well. Like we don't say danke, we say merci. You know.
Okay.
Maybe not with that accent. We say merci.
But you do merci vielmal.
Merci vielmal. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But it's a chill town, bro. It's a lot of smokers. We have a little river, you know, and very good childhood, man. Enjoyed it.
So how do you, because I'm asking you those questions because when I listen to your music, I can hear the big American influences, but like very well mixed to your music. It like I can say that you're one of the most American, Swiss artists. At least
even European artists.
In Europe,
yeah,
exactly.
For real, man.
So.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, where
I think
does that come from?
think it's a normal thing. Like when you grow up in Switzerland, I don't know how it's on your side, but on our side, like we don't have that big idols, or we didn't have that big idols back then. So you're trying to like find your genre and your inspiration through music, which is out already. And yeah, with my friends, we were always into American hip hop, you know, so I think it comes from there.
What's the first memory you got with hip hop, like as a listener?
As first memory, yeah, of course, that 50 Cent, you know, those times. I'm a '93 born, so
Okay.
So you were
like,
Tight
you know,
Train.
early 2000s. Then when you start realizing, okay, that's what I like, and it was 50 Cent, and of course Eminem, you know, and those times.
For sure.
And so. You try like at the beginning. Like so you were born. Sorry, you were born in '93, right?
'93, yeah.
And so around 2003, because Get Rich or Die Trying.
So you're 10 when it comes out.
Yeah.
And so at what time do you begin? Like you say yourself, okay, I want to do it as well, not be just a listener anymore, but practitioner.
I think same time, you know, mirror. In front of the mirror, listen to the music, and you know, that's when it starts. I think, like.
But were there like anybody in Solothurn that was rapping or that maybe influenced you or helped you out?
Sure. There were like the older generation. We had a group called Group Therapy, and they Group Therapy.
Yeah.
There was a dance crew called.
That would be a good name for a podcast, though.
Group Therapy. Do you need it? No.
No, we have not. We do have one.
Yeah. No, and I remember I was in the city, and he passed me a CD, and it was like, yo, you know, these were the guys. I was like, yo, how did you record? And big motivation from there.
So they helped you out. They gave you tips.
I was too young by then, you know,
Okay.
and I think probably like at the time when I started, they were at a different stage in life, like with kids and stuff. So for me, there was not really somebody helping me
That you could go to and
and like showing me how to do this and this that. It was friends in the
Bring
same
you to the
age.
studio.
Yeah, exactly.
So how did you get into production? Like also like, because you produce all your music, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I produced
Since the
it
beginning?
also. Since the beginning, yeah. First was YouTube beats.
Oh yeah.
But early days, the shitty YouTube beats, you know, like
The type beats.
But
Yeah,
what
type
year
beats.
are we talking about right now? Like, is it 2010? Like 16, 15?
2000. No, that was 2008. Yeah,
Okay.
2008.
So there's
19.
already beats on YouTube at that time? I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real? That must be real shitty then.
It was bro. I can't. It's like Fruity Loops 10, way back, you know, and we had CDs with Dirty South beats on and stuff, and we're
Dirty South.
Yeah. So my first concert was 2010, and I didn't have a recorded song. So
As a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was like first steps, you know, and then.
And you were rapping on YouTube beats on stage?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. And we didn't have them recorded, so it was just like
clicking
play on the beat and rapping the whole thing like yeah. With no breaks.
No breaks, yeah. And you have to start again when you miss a
when
phase
you miss
or
the no,
you have to start from the
you
beginning.
just pretend. You just like Yo,
DJ, cut the beat, bro. There's a Wi-Fi problem.
Yeah. And how was that first performance?
It was great, bro. It was. I mean, the whole time was there. I was working as a gardener by then, and even my bosses from there came. My grandparents came. The whole town came.
Oh.
And it was a good first experience on stage.
And this concert, it gave you like a real motivation, or like it showed you that like this 100%. Might be something that I really want to do.
100%, yeah.
Because I remember doing my first gig as a DJ, or my second gig actually. The first one I was really bad. Then the next day I have a second one. First one was in Geneva. Second one was in Lausanne. And I get there and I wasn't supposed to play, but my manager, he hooked me. He knew the promoter, so he got me to play there. And I play like 30 minutes, and it goes well. And at one point, my manager was also an MC at that time, so he takes the mic and he goes like, "Hey, ladies, make some noise for DJ Vince," because I was just DJ Vince back in the days.
Oh wow!
And all the girls screamed. And for me, like the reaction was like, "Oh shit!" And I'm doing something like I must be doing something good, and it really gave me like a sense of validation, and like it told me like it was like, hey, shit, this is incredible. I really need to do this as a living, to do this seriously. And that's how I really understood that I really wanted to do this at that particular time when I.
How many years do you do it now?
Oh shit, that was 97, so you were 4 years old. So now it's like 2025, so it's 28 years now.
Yeah, applause, man. Press it, man. Come on, man. Oh, man. Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy.
Thanks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Respect.
So can you tell us again, because for me it's very random that. Are you a kid of the internet?
Yeah, of course, not a kid. I would say a teenager. Like because when the internet began, it started when the internet was available on the phone, right? I would say that's when the internet.
Did you know the WAP in French? In Swiss, do you know, guys, the WAP?
Yeah. What's the WAP?
It was like the first web.
Whereas pussy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know that.
I'm
WAP.
cool with it.
Gotta know that.
No, it's like the first web available on the mobile phones. Hey yo, bro.
It was a what? An app on the phone? What?
It was like the first network to go to the internet. WAP. Yeah. You don't know about it? You know about it?
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah.
Probably.
What you know about that?
Oh shit!
Okay. No, you're supposed to have the No. Okay. So.
Okay, no. Let me explain it that way. I'm an internet kid, but yeah, when I used it first, then you had the sound. When you weren't able to use the phone at the same time. That's when, like Google was there.
I remember that.
Google Picture.
It would take you like maybe 5 minutes to download a picture.
Yeah, and then LimeWire, bro.
LimeWire was a game changer. Yeah,
for real. So after now, so you began listening to rap music kind of early, and you discovered it with 50 Cent, right? Kind of.
Yeah, kind of 50 Cent.
So now we are in 2025. Who's your favorite artist of all time?
Hip hop, rap, or all time?
Both. Maybe it's for all categories, or if it's just for hip hop and you have another one.
Okay.
Like Bob Marley.
Yeah, I'm a Bob Marley kid. That's how. Really. Yeah.
Bob Marley. That's for me. It's an absolute thing.
Did you see the movie?
I didn't watch it, bro. I don't want to. It's like.
It's not that good. It's not that good.
Yeah, I heard it.
But for me, Bob Marley is like an absolute thing. It's like you can judge people's tastes through their judgment over Bob Marley music.
It doesn't exist. I mean, do people that don't
love Bob Marley?
Does that exist?
Yeah, I heard about it. Last week in Geneva, I heard about it.
Oh shit!
I will tell you more about it, but in private. So, Bob Marley, favorite artist of all time. And
rap is at the moment. For the last couple of years, I'm a Kodak. I'm a Yak fan, bro. Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
He's got some crazy ass flows. But he seems really crazy also.
Yeah, man, he's a crazy
seems
dude,
nuts.
bro. But he's doing his thing, you know. I count the music. I don't count the social
Extra stuff.
media perfectness, you know.
The character.
Yeah, the music is dope and his lyrics are crazy. Some people love it, some people hate it or don't like
So
it.
do you hear mainly? Do you listen mainly to American music, US, from the US?
Yeah,
rap?
mainly. I start to get into German rap a bit with my younger brother. He's showing me all these young dudes.
So actually, that's your real
Yeah,
brother.
that's my real brother. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Shout out U6, man. Sick.
Broski.
He's next up, bro. He's next up.
Oh, you he does music too?
He does
raps
crazy
also?
music.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. Come on, man.
Crazy.
He's my we together on stage as well. Like he got the second
Oh,
mic.
shit.
And
He do the
touring
backs.
together.
Okay.
Can you tell us how old are you? Oh, you said 93,
93.
right?
So you're turning 32 this year?
Yeah.
22. And
He's 25. Getting to 25.
how many people are you? Brothers, sisters?
We four. Four that I know. And
And you the elder?
I'm the
older
oldest,
elder?
yeah. I'm
And
the
your dad is from Ghana and your mom is Swiss?
Swiss, yeah, exactly. That is Ghana.
How was it back in the days in Solothurn to grow up in a family which was
Mixed race?
mixed? Yeah.
In the family, it was beautiful, bro. Outside, we had the stories, you know, all the stories people know. And now, Solothurn, the city is very cool, very open, very left,
Yeah.
like very cool, very cool. But then if you drive out of the town a little bit, 10 minutes, it's normal. You get all these situations, you know, and all the words you don't want to hear.
You get off.
Racist
You get
words.
stopped
Sure,
by
sure.
the police and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Now
No.
they recognize you.
Do they want to
Yeah,
take pictures
so-
with you?
Yeah. Does that happen?
Yeah, no, I know some of them, you know, like, you know, police people, they grow up with you as well. And
Yeah.
I'm cool with them. And shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out Solothurn
Shout out
Police.
Solothurn Police.
Yeah, bless you, you know. No, but way back, of course, bro. Yeah, I had stories. Yeah.
And were you, I don't know how to say it really good in English, but baigné dans la culture? Or were you very over?
Were you like really impregnated deep in impregnated? No.
Oh shit!
No, that's
Were you
Okay, did you
surrounded
grow up-
by
well,
the
were you
culture, by the hip hop culture at the beginning?
Whatever culture you.
The Ghana.
Ghanaian culture.
The Ghanaian.
Oh yeah, what was your link with that?
So I grew up with my mom, you know, and she's a social anthropologist, and she went to Ghana for the culture, you know, to do her research there, and she's super into Ghana, so she gave me all what I need to know, like even my childhood songs. She been singing them to me, and
Oh, so your mom from Solothurn knows about.
Yeah,
she's really
yeah.
knowledgeable about Ghanaian culture.
exactly,
Wow, that's
exactly.
crazy.
So she gave me the love for Ghana.
Shout out your mom.
Yeah, shout out.
That's
my
that's
mom.
crazy.
She's, yeah, you know, everyone loves his
Yeah,
mom.
of course.
Yeah, and with her, yeah, she gave me the love for Ghana and even food. And then we had like my auntie. We had friends living time-wise at our house, you know. So I had the food, I had the people around, and the culture, and used to.
And
Jollof rice, right?
And would you go?
Yeah.
Did you go to Ghana when you were a kid?
Yeah, not that many times, you know, but I've been there when I was a kid.
Did you connect with your family there?
Yeah, I'm linked with them.
Oh, cool.
And now I'm trying to go once or twice a year to Ghana.
Okay.
We recently been there.
With
We are
Riga.
Riga and
The big boys.
Yeah, big
and
boys
And
and-
pound 500s also. Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
To shoot the what? The formula?
Formula video. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it a bit later because of course you are going to drop. I don't know at what time that podcast episode is gonna drop, but it should be around the release of your new. It's
Project.
an EP, right?
Yeah,
like
it's a tape. It's a tape.
Yeah, it's a tape.
It's a tape.
Called Close Circle,
Close circle.
which is your first project in like independent with your own independent label, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go back to that a little bit later, but if it's okay for you guys, I would like to continue with the
The most personal stuff a bit.
What?
personal stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, but like mixed with the
Without
mixed with the
being
musical.
too personal.
Private shit.
No,
Not too private.
We
But
get
No,
into
no,
the
yeah,
deep
yeah,
private.
no. With your link with the music is like, so you're the elder brother or oldest brother.
Yeah.
Was it okay? When's the turning point when you realize that you can use music in a professional way?
Okay. I think that point never really came. Like it never snapped, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's like you hustle, you work, you do your thing, and then you start to do music, and it came with the shows. I think it was at one show. I played a show and I went there to the venue and I counted the people, or I kind of counted the people in the club, and I was like, shit, the amount they pay me is, you know,
It's crazy.
yeah, no, it can't be. So
it's too low.
yeah, it's too low. So I was overthinking the whole thing and started to ask for more money. And on our side back then, you know, for upcoming artists, there was no really sense for the people who book you. It's more like a special thing. I bring somebody to my party and I give him a couple of hundreds. I started to tell the people like, no, bro, my shit is has value. I need to get paid, you know, because I bring you the people. I don't want you to go home with
It's
10
crazy.
grand and I got 200. And it was there when I start to learn, I have to
think of it as a business.
I have to think of it as a business.
This is crazy that you get this consciousness by yourself of the value of your music, of your work. As being very young, you were defending your prices, your business.
Yeah, I think because
You did the math, actually. You just
yeah, no,
counted
I
it
was,
like
bro. It was
20.
I don't remember the spot, but it was like 1,000 people in there, and I was calculating the money
really?
they pay me, and I was asking, "No, what's the entry?" Like, you know.
So you got a very business mind.
Yeah, no, I even stood up in the club. I said, "No, you gotta pay me more. Or I'm going." And then
Great.
Wow.
I took more. And then you know how it is, man. Like you.
Can you
It's
remember?
always a negotiation.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you remember circa or approximatively when was it? That
It
showcase
was,
you just mentioned.
I think it was around 2007, 17. Yeah, 2017, summertime around then.
So you were 24 at that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so and how did you see? Okay, there was the showcases, but did you see as well like a shifting point at a certain time when you realized maybe on the social medias or with the views on YouTube? Oh, now I'm becoming. I'm leveling up.
Sure. I mean, in the process, right? The views are first, and the money is after that. So it's like when a lot of people don't understand it. I think like when you hit something, like it's not with. Back then, it's with YouTube. So maybe you use a type beat, wherever, you know, the money don't come the same time with the clicks.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to figure out a way, you know, to keep everything going and rolling, while everybody and all the people around you already picture you as, he's good, you know.
He's the man, he's star.
Yeah, he's up there already, you know. So,
but the money is not entering.
it was more through the people. You know, like when I left, like kids want to take pictures, and so I was like, yo, shit, you know, we meet, and then I start to take it more serious from that.
Same period, 2017.
Same period, yeah.
And at that time, you were already named Pronto.
At that time, yeah.
How did came this name? I wanted to know the story of your name, because it's from Spanish slang, no?
Spanish,
Pronto dinero.
yeah, pronto dinero.
And it's also related to the money, to your business mind.
Yeah. I got my best friend, he called himself Dinero Fácil. He's a Dominican, you know.
Dominican.
And, we grew up together in
Solothurn?
In Solothurn, yeah. And you know, we used to go to Italy a lot, and they say Pronto, like, you know, and he, you know, so it was a mixed between that. Yeah.
Italian and Spanish
And
also.
Spanish, yeah.
Spanish
The dinero comes from Spanish, and the pronto is
from Italy. Okay,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
So you're calling the money, right? Pronto
Yeah.
dinero, you know?
But it's also money coming fast, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
The
Exactly,
pronto el dinero.
Yeah, I love you, bro. The co-host, bro, is doing very well.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very
bro.
good job. Very
I'm
good.
learning from you. You're the best.
I
I'm
love
learning
you,
from
I
you.
love the
I
questions.
want to
man.
hire you.
Keep it up.
Like,
Can
you
I
got
come
even,
tomorrow?
even the Spanish accent, bro. You're
Yeah,
like,
for
Pronto
sure, man.
dinero.
International.
I lived in Cuba.
Podemos
hablar en español ahora mismo. Lo vamos a hacer en español, ya tú sabes. Ya lo podemos
Now
hacer.
you know, bro. No, that's not now you know. That's the Service Iencli. Romain Rousseau, one of the
Let's go.
co-hosts. DJ Iencli, one of the co-hosts, and myself, G.O.S. and we're still with Pronto, aka Pronto Dinero.
So what was your first big hit?
The first big song was Clean.
Oh, Clean.
I mean, the song is clean, but it's called Clean. Yeah. Yeah.
What time still?
End of 16, I think 5th of November.
And there you're doing it independently at this time.
Yeah, this time it's just a YouTube release at this time. So
Okay.
we went to, I did the beat.
That was like your first million views or something, or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did the beat, then I recorded, and we went to Milano to shoot the video.
Oh yeah, it's the video we did on there's the Duomo. Something.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
I remember that video. Yeah.
And then it did well, man, and I was gassed. But I was still working, hustling.
How did you record it? This one.
I recorded at my house.
Okay, so at what time did you begin really doing everything with your home studio? Are you doing even the mix?
I mean, at this time there was no mix. There was,
It was rough.
That was rough, bro. You put some reverb and
That's it.
Which program?
Fruity Loops, of course.
Even for the recording?
Yeah, man. Come
But
on.
I remember something. I remember something about you. I know there was a time when you, like 4 or 5 years ago, when you used a really specific mic all the time.
Yeah.
And even if you were not in the studio, in your studio, you would take this mic
Yeah.
and
Still the same.
Yeah, and it's
Still
still the
the
same.
Yeah.
And you were hiding it.
But it's like a mic
because
that
you don't want other people to steal it.
it's a mic that does like it's a super cheap mic, right?
Yeah, it's a cheap mic.
And you still use it to this day.
Yeah.
Is it still the same model, the same one, or you have?
No, I bought like.
Yeah, you need to buy.
I mean,
couple,
I got. At one point, I was like, "Whoa, I need this mic." If they don't sell it anymore, I'm fucked. So
Yeah.
I bought like 6.
So this is like your superpower is that mic.
No, my superpower comes from here.
Okay.
But the mic is only the way to transform it.
But
To
you never
express
ever record any of your tracks on any other mic?
I did, but these are not.
You
my
don't like
favorite.
it?
Yeah, it's not my favorite tracks.
Wow, that's crazy though.
That's a very cool story, actually.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
thinking maybe you dished. I don't know why you ditched it, but apparently not. That
No, it's just
And it's
Riga came to the team. Now he's doing the mixes. Now everything is.
Dished?
Yeah, he brought the.
What
mic.
does that mean, dished?
to throw away.
No.
Like I'm not using this no more. Let me ditch it. Like,
I mean, I
like
got
what
I got
do
a
with
good
you
mic.
sometimes.
I got a good mic too, but I just prefer.
But it's up. So it's
Yeah.
but that's crazy. That means like you have like 13 platinum singles that you're probably the most decorated or one of the most decorated Swiss artists ever as far as certifications, as far as sales, which is congratulations. Yeah, no, but that's crazy, man. For real, man. I mean,
Big up the team, man.
13,
real,
13
man.
platinum records is no
Platinum.
joke, man. And you recorded all these records
And
on
with
a
good
mic
music,
that
actually. We
costs
must
like-
say it, actually.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
great
Very
music.
good music. Let's
But
applaud.
with a
Let's,
mic that cost
real.
$100 bucks, I think you told me.
100, 120. Maybe today is 80.
So
bucks.
it really means also that like money is should not in a way should not stop anybody from
Doing
being
great
able
shit.
to create good
But
music.
Pronto has another super technique, bros.
Yeah, he does.
No, bro, you see, like back then I wasn't able to buy the good mic, so it's like it's a decision of
it's not
Yeah,
like you chose
do the best with what you got.
have,
So this mic was the first mic you used to start recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Okay, crazy.
No, but I mean, I'm not going to how you say it. Say the secret
Wow,
about
the way you
spill
say
the
it on
beans.
Fruity Loops, bro. What's wrong with
because for the
Fruity?
recording for the voices, I've always heard that it wasn't the best to record the voices. I know that for the beats, it's one of the
Yeah, but I think music production is a law of ooh, I'm the genius, you know, like, bro.
whatever works,
Bro,
right?
yeah,
true.
It's like you see those kids who go viral on TikTok, bro. They don't know nothing about
Yeah,
recording.
of course.
It's one line.
And Fruity Loops, there's a
It
lot
works.
of incredibly big producers who I think
Of
does
course,
Metro
the
Boomin
yeah,
do
for
it,
sure.
or-
Yeah,
Producers.
I don't know exactly who, but I mean,
I know it.
Metro
Have a
Boomin,
Drummer
sure.
Boy or Metro Boomin or whoever, some of these big ass
I think that
ATL producer who do it.
Soldier
do
Boy
that
produced. Yeah, crank that,
Crank That?
crank that on Fruity Loops.
yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out
so
Fruity Loops.
go sure.
So yeah,
Drake.
bro.
Drag.
No, okay, so
Yo, what's your fault?
He was the
Quickly,
first. He was the first to produce the Fruity Loops.
really?
He's
No.
the first rapper.
Of course, man. He's the first rapper.
No, but with the big hit, right? It's one of the
Probably.
I heard that, and I heard that it was on with the demo. Actually, he just had the trial, you know, like the
Oh,
30
yeah,
days.
yeah. Oh,
trial
yeah,
from
yeah,
No,
yeah.
he
All the
he
options.
just said that. It was the cracked version. You can't
Yeah,
say it's
maybe.
It makes the story even better.
Yeah.
So you have this, you have this microphone, you have this. And so until now, you're doing the recordings with the. Hey, bro, thank you. I must
Thank
say
you,
that
Riga.
the making of this episode, I have my bro Riga that tells me that my pullover is too full.
Fit check. Fit check.
Thank you, bro. No, so until now, are you recording like the all the songs that you have in your last project? It's recorded at your home studio.
Yeah.
Shit.
My kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to, it's see like your own like okay, your studio where you feel comfortable, the place where you feel comfortable, that's where you
That's
make the
the best
best
place,
sound and you shouldn't
Yeah.
change that if that's okay.
Yeah, and that's I guess the environment when you feel good about it, you feel comfortable. Is even if it you might get to other places where the sound could be a little better, the vibe might not be. So
Cozy.
I guess vibes is more important than anything.
And so, can we go back to the? No, I got two questions. I think that you're very productive. You were back in the days. I don't know if it's still the same, but you're creating a lot of tracks every week, right?
Yeah. I mean, still the same work ethic, still the same. Maybe I'm a bit more picky than before, and I do same amount of music, but picky, bro. I get older, so I know this can work, this cannot work, but in the process of doing the songs, of course, a week there is a couple of songs, which I do, and only few we pick to drop.
But do you do like finished songs, or it's just like a little demo, maybe just a
No, it's
verse
more
or-
demos. It's more demos. There are a lot of songs which are finished and which are dying on the computer still, but
like top lines.
it's more finished hooks and
Yeah.
like choruses and finished beats, which then have to decide if they fit on a project or.
And how do you start the creation of a song? Do you start by making a beat all the time, or sometimes the top line, or
No, it's the beat. It's
always the beat?
the melody, then the drums, and then.
What's the creative routine of Pronto when you wake up at your house? Oh,
Can I say everything?
Starts?
Yeah, I mean you can say everything.
Man, I wake up, bro, and I go to, I still live in the same block where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I go, I see my mom, we don't live together.
But in the
but
same block.
In the same block. And I got my studio there, so I go see my mom, drink a coffee.
Your
grab a
studio
coffee.
is at your mom's place?
No, it's
okay.
it's a block.
Oh, okay,
So
it's in
like
the
we
same
got
block,
several apartments. And I go grab a coffee, and roll up a little happy time.
Yeah.
Happy
And,
times
must.
are very important.
Yeah, man.
You
Have my
must.
calls with Riga and bring all the shit out of the way, and then I start to do music. Yeah,
Can you just
Okay,
say like
directly.
open brackets about Riga? He's your manager right now? Or?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
How did that come about, though? How did you guys meet?
After that, bro.
Why not?
Chronology.
Why not?
No, okay, why not?
Why not? This is the flow of the discussion.
Okay,
Come
okay,
on, man.
okay.
It's you're not on the.
It's
on
my
the-
turn to cut the thing.
This
you know?
is my living room, bro. You're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna talk about in my living
Maybe
room.
you won't be living.
So yeah, how did you guys? How
I think
did you guys
met
connect with Riga?
we met first at Frankfurt. That was like 2017, 16, around like the same time. I think it was my first Frankfurt when I was there in the backstage and sides,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And then actually I think Stereolux introduced
Oh yeah.
or Lukey Vinegar. Yeah, I mean it was Lukey Vinegar was
Lucky
playing,
from
and
Basel,
I think
right? He's
exactly,
a
yeah.
DJ
yeah.
personality from
Shout
Basel.
out those two.
Reggae dancehall.
Yeah, yeah. Lucky
Yeah,
used to be
Stereolux
on-
is a good singer. I love
Yeah,
his
yeah,
music,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. And
And
Lukey's a good DJ as well.
Yeah.
Cool guys. And then I was there, and I think Stereolux was chilling with us, and he introduced me to Riga. And then over the years, we had contact, and
But you didn't start working with him straight away.
no, we was linking. Like I think he went to Ghana
Oh yeah.
in 2018 or 17.
I think 18.
18, yeah, 2018, and I was in Ghana as well, but not at the same time. And then we started to talk, you know, about music and this, and then it went on until it was the right time, bro, to do great shit, man. And I'm happy, bro. Yeah.
It's organic.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bravo.
Shout out Riga.
Shout out Riga. But yeah, because also it's, well, the project is called Close Circle, but it has a real meaning. I mean, we don't know each other that well, but from what I know from you, it's not, you seem to have always the same people around you. So
It don't seem like
no,
I've
it
always-
does seem. It
Oh,
does
yeah,
seem like you
yeah.
have a close circle. So
Yeah.
like, how do you? What did you find in this guy Riga for him to join your circle? Or what does one has to do to get into that circle?
No, you think you say you know in life there's always persons or people you meet and you're on the same page, like when it comes to just vibes, like
Yeah.
when you talk about something you can chill with
You
somebody,
understand each other real quick.
and I think that's the first thing which needs to be right and needs to fit. And I think we always had that because for years we just had conversations about music business, and he taught me a lot and told me a lot, and because and then there was really the point where I felt like his knowledge and all his experience in the music industry can just make my career bigger and
And better.
and better, yeah. And then it was the right time and
Yeah, just organic.
organic, yeah, 100%.
But
Nice.
you have some kind of it goes with this close circle vibe, but also you don't seem to. Well, you're the biggest rapper in Switzerland. You're the biggest rapper in the German part of Switzerland, but you're not from Zurich. You're not
Yeah.
from one of the big towns, and in a way, you're like an outsider. We don't. Do you collaborate a lot with other guys from the Swiss German part, or how
I
does
did
it
more.
work with
Like I
you
did
and-
more. I did more collaborations, like a bit back, but I'm coming back. I have to do more for Switzerland, like and
Well, you
to
do
be more.
you do a lot already. I mean,
Yeah, like no, I did more
Collaborations?
in the earlier days. I don't know what it is. It's a question which they ask me a lot in other interviews or But I don't know. I think let the music talk. It's you don't have to be from a big town to make big music.
no, very true.
Yeah, and that's it. All the cities and all the towns in Germany, like they always give me love and.
But you never thought you never thought like, hey, I gotta move to Zurich to
make
work in
it.
this music thing because Solothurn is too small.
No.
But anyway, also Switzerland is so small that Zurich is like an hour
Exactly.
from where you lived, right?
Yeah. No, bro. I don't want to. I like my town, bro. I like my little piece there. And when I need to do something in Zurich, I just hop in the car. It's an hour. And
But it's like you really created your own little world, actually.
Yeah, but you know,
which
half
is
of
also
my,
the same with the music. It sounds like nobody else actually what you do, which is a really, and the music is great, but this sounding nothing else is really a thing that attracts people to you, and it's not like you. How I see it is not like you have to go and try to, I don't know, make your music more pop or more this, or try to find a featuring or whatever to reach people, because since you do something that is so unique, well, people are attracted to it, I think. And that's why also we don't understand what you say in the lyrics. Well, we asked Riga to send the lyrics to the new project so we could translate it and then do a little research on it. But we don't understand, but it flows. Yeah,
for sure.
But the music in itself, even if we don't understand, the flow, the vibe is
the vibe is really clear.
It's incredible, and we don't care that we don't understand. We want to listen to your shit because we know whatever you're giving us, we're not getting it from anybody else.
Bless up, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'd like to add something as well. Is like what you're saying is very important. Is like for me, I'm kind of surprised, and I don't want to be disrespectful with anybody, but usually
be disrespectful.
No. It's like usually the big successes in music are not the most interesting or the best music we have.
That's
you know?
true. That's true.
And the Swiss public
Especially
is not for
in
me.
Switzerland,
It's
of
not.
course.
He's not well known for like recognized as a public with a lot of taste, as you can see in the UK or So I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm part of that public actually. I used to love the Spice Girls when I was a kid.
You were 10, so it's okay.
But not Britney Spears.
And I was 18 and I liked the Spice Girls, so it's
okay. Hot take, bro.
Hot take,
That's very unpopular, bro. Don't say that anymore.
I mean, I like their videos. And stuff.
Like the video clips.
I liked Mel B when I was 18.
Of course.
Shout out Mel B.
But so, the thing is, where was I?
But you said about the people in Swiss.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're good.
happy.
You're doing certifications with good music.
Yeah,
That's that's a good point. That for us, it means that the Swiss public has taste.
Yeah, not commercial.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
I think
make it
they're
commercial
tired
to
of.
make it.
They're tired of being in that frame of, Switzerland is unfresh. You know, like.
Yeah, there's probably.
I think they're ready now. They're ready, and they're ready since. Yeah, they're ready. The
Also, I
youth
think
is ready.
streaming and YouTube, and also it changed that also because before, if you had to get your music through the radios,
Yeah.
so you had to make a
Exactly.
certain sound, and I know that.
But people in the club don't have good taste.
By
Actually.
just even talking to the guy like Stress or other guys like that who really also made it, sold a lot of records, but with a commercial model going through radio and traditional media.
Yeah.
So you had to give them these radio hits. You had, and I know that, I don't know if it's him or other people who told me like some radio station, as soon as they hear like a rap verse, even if it's like a rock song, and then in the middle of it there's a rap verse, they would not play it. You know? So like, I think also internet really helped the music like yours to reach consumers directly without having to go through the mainstream medias.
100%. I think I was a bit lucky as well because I was at the end of the YouTube era, and the
when the views on YouTube were still big.
yeah.
Because right now that's a thing, right? YouTube is not hitting as much, right?
No.
For everybody,
No.
No, everything is happening on TikTok right now.
I mean, hitting dope shit hits still, but it's like it's not like before, But I was like, when we dropped Clean, YouTube was the main focus, and even for all these underground rappers now, they still talking about let's do a video and load it up on YouTube, like the streets, the streets. Even the boys in my town and stuff, they still record music, and like, main focus is YouTube. We have to get a video and load it up. It's still there, but the algorithms and all that,
Yeah.
Even that was before the rise of SoundCloud also. You were not a part of the SoundCloud generation. You were just before with YouTube and everything.
But only like a year or something.
True.
But also, I got many questions because I would like to ask your opinion about some Swiss French rap, Swiss French speaking rap. but maybe we'll go to that later.
Yeah.
But to go back to the chronology of like your history as an artist, at what time do you switch and you decide to sing in Swiss German? Because that's what you do today, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mainly with some slang.
Yeah, I use English words to make it sexy.
Yeah. The king of mumble rap. In the Swiss or European.
But the mix is good. The mix is very fluid. You don't feel when you switch from Swiss German to English slang and
So when was the
switch?
You know, I dropped music in English first, and then my English isn't that good, or wasn't that good back then, and I made like 1,000 views in a year, or like 8,000 views in a year. And then I was pissed, man. I was pissed. I went to Africa. I went to Ghana, and I saw Shatta Wale. I saw the whole movement thing. I was like, yeah, he's doing it for the Ghanaians. He's doing it in Ghana in the local language. And I came back home, and I was like, all right, fuck the English shit. I'm Swiss. Gotta do it in my language. Yeah. So I did the clean beat, and I mean, it took 2 years, but then clean was the first Swiss German. Sorry, brother.
Oh my! Look at this.
The pizza is ready.
This unprofessional.
The pizza is ready.
The worst host ever.
He's the worst host ever. Apologies to anybody watching this podcast. You're the worst host in the world. You're the worst person, the worst everything. Worst come to worst, my people. Worse than.
You were saying that you took like 2 years.
Yeah, I came back from Ghana, and I saw the whole thing in there with Shatta Wale, and he has Shatta movement, and he's doing it for the local people, and I don't know, the spirit, I like it. I liked it a lot, and then.
But were you a public of some Swiss rap, Swiss German artists?
A fan, you mean?
Yeah. Sorry.
That time? No.
When you were like younger,
and of course, like there was some songs everybody knew from what was it? We had what was it? I'm sorry, bro, I don't know the name.
Do you know what?
Section Kochikashli.
Yeah,
there was like there was like some songs that played on FIFA.
Yeah, on TV.
What was it? Viva.
Viva Schweiz.
Yeah, Viva Schweiz.
Viva Schweiz.
Yeah, I was a kid, bro. That was dope.
That was the shit.
Kochikashli, where they used to come from, Zurich.
I think it was like East Swiss, like Graubünden or something. I'm not sure, bro. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
Oh wow, okay. So you didn't have like any role model in the Swiss German rap.
No, I think Stress was the biggest guy. Yeah.
Okay, so
of course everyone knew Stress. He's he had his at one point he had his movie and
Fallout? No, Fallout? No.
No, he had he did a couple of movies.
Yeah, but there was one with like the rap thing.
But it was the same. Like he was, like you said before, like he's French, so he's a foreigner to us.
True.
So he's not like a role model for us.
Yeah,
he's like
maybe you were more close to the German scene also. You were saying that you were listening to German rap back in the days. Also.
Yeah, back in the days. Yeah.
Oh, true that.
Which artists? Like Bushido, like things like that? Or?
Yeah, of course, bro. I was a kid. Not too much. Bushido. Yeah, Kusavash more, and then there was Sammy Deluxe.
Oh yeah, Sammy Deluxe.
Yeah, many more names which I forgot. But
yeah,
Sido as well.
So you identify more to the German speaking artists?
Not really. It was just
the same.
Yeah, you know, as a kid or as a teenager, you just listen to what's popping or what like the girls like. You know? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and now if we talk business, you talked about like he was like an outsider and all that. At what time do you connect to the Swiss music industry? Like the first maybe label proposal.
Yeah. That was after Clean. Like after Clean, few months after Universal used to link me.
So that's 2017.
That's 2017. Yeah, I think. Yeah, or 18. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then they invited me to a listening session in their office. So I went there to Zurich. hyped as fuck. Yeah, major, you know.
Listening session of your music?
Yeah, they invited me to the office, so I went there.
So,
and I played
for you to play them some music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
Funny, like first day when I went there, Stress was there as well. So
Of course.
he
I'm
joined.
sure
He
was.
joined the listening session. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
18,
You had, like,
17.
18 or 17.
Okay. You had many demos at that time?
Yeah, I'm like most of the songs which are on the tape, Europe, which came out with them then after. Not most of them, but like half of the songs.
So your first project was the EP Dinero, right? After that was the mixtape Europe, and after that the album Lunovi.
Yeah, exactly.
I did my homework, boys.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
you really did.
So,
But most important is Close Circle, which is coming out.
of course,
28.
28
We're
March.
going to talk about it,
Yeah.
of course. But
It's
we
coming.
are arriving to it because it's for us, you know, it's really like how do you say une énigme déjà?
Enigma.
Yeah, it's an enigma, like your path, your.
Yeah.
But it's true also in a way you are a little bit enigmatic because you don't do much interviews, you don't do much social media. You really decide. So also thanks for coming on this podcast.
Oh,
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
bro. I was hyped, man. I was gassed.
That's great.
It's the place to be, bro.
We really appreciate it.
The Service Iencli.
We really
Yeah.
appreciate it. We had you on the radio show on Color Free
Blessing.
a couple of
Blessing.
years ago. We had a good time then, but yeah, you seem to really just enjoy putting out the music, but not really doing the whole promo. Let me appear on every TV station, radio station, or interviews. Is this something? Is this like a strategy, or is this just the way you are, or
I think
how does that come about?
yeah, I think it's a bit the way I am, but
Close circle again.
Close Circle.
So you don't want to talk to too many people, or
No, without pointing fingers or without upsetting someone. It's like someone which I don't enjoy to talk to in my private life. Why should I go and talk with them in the interview? And trying to make, they don't understand the way I live or where I come from or what I'm doing. So I don't really feel it's necessary for me to go there and explain them.
they don't understand.
Yeah.
They probably also big medias. They don't understand the music, the rap, everything that goes with it.
You know, sometimes it's difficult in a small country. You know, it's not
Yeah, of
that many
course.
medias, and but I enjoyed. I had good interviews. I met very nice people in the industry still, and but that's the way I am, bro. I don't want to talk too much. Like sometimes that the music is enough. It says enough.
Music talks.
Yeah.
You're like Sade. You know, you drop music, then you go away, then you drop music, then you drop. Except she really doesn't drop much music nowadays. But
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to Universal, you make them listen to your music. What's the output?
yeah, what's the outcome?
Outcome is like money, right?
No,
Oh,
outcome
income,
is
okay.
Income, yeah.
outcome is qu'est-ce qui en ressort.
Almost.
What's the outcome? Okay, so I drive to Universal.
And you're super hyped, you say.
I'm hyped, of course. Major label,
Yeah.
bro. I'm
What's your team at that time?
same people. Only like okay, so it's like
Do you have already a manager or?
no.
Are you already making a living
From
with
it?
music at this time? or
At this
not yet?
time, it's like where they start to book me. So I'm going to show to show, like weekend club shows. This time. Hundreds. We're talking about hundreds,
The
600,
hundreds.
500, you know.
The time you start to count.
Exactly.
Do the math.
I enjoy the party more than the performance. So,
Type shit.
I went to Universal. I played them the songs. Of course, the songs are dope, so they're gonna be like, hey, you know. And then we started to talk. And it ended in me signing to Universal back then.
What was the deal for? Like how much time, how many songs, or how many albums?
The first deal was a classic one. Like it was it with options? It was like one tape with an option of another tape or 2 other tapes.
And in a deal like this, who has the options? The both of you have the options? Or
The label.
It's the label.
It's the label
have
who
it,
has the
or they
option.
can, and if they say we don't pick up the option, then the deal is over.
The
after
deal
the
is
first
over.
project.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It was an artist deal or a label deal?
It was a band. I don't know how you say a band overtaking deal. Bandübernahmevertrag. I don't know how to.
Riga. Band over, take it.
What was the first deal he had with Universal?
Yeah. How was it called?
Was it artist deal, label deal? What is it called in?
The first deal?
No. The
The deal with Universal, he said.
Yeah.
It was a licensing.
Licensing.
Oh, okay, a licensing deal. Okay.
I should know it. Yeah.
Okay.
English.
So with the licensing deal, they give you some money, and
Exactly.
you give them the music.
Exactly.
They don't intervene. They don't interfere in the music. They don't come
In the process.
They don't come in the process.
No. They don't. I mean, they give their
feedback.
their feedback,
Okay.
and they give their recommendations and stuff. But they don't really. You're free to do your music. They give you money in advance. In advances. You gotta pay back
Get a
Oh,
all
so
that
you
money,
gotta-
recoup all that money, and
Okay.
yeah.
So you have to do an amount of
of selling.
sales, yeah, to reimburse, right?
So-
To
give back
recoup
recoup the
the
advance, yeah.
advances.
So you signed the deal in 2019? 18, 19?
18, I think 18.
And you
yeah.
got out of the deal last year?
Last year, yeah.
So you stayed for 6 years?
I stayed for 6 years, maybe 7 years. I'm not sure about the
Oh,
dates.
wow.
Yeah. With
That's
them,
quite some
you know,
time.
it was the first deal, and then the deal changed many
Okay.
times. Like with the story of my career, with what happened, you know, we could negotiate again and everything. You know, like normal things. Yeah.
And at the same time, you already, a little bit later, you signed a deal in Germany, right?
Okay, so that was a joint venture for a short period. Like it was Vertigo, called. It's a sub label from Universal. And
Is it a hip hop specialized?
yeah, I think it's an urban label. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And they joint venture, because we wanted to make everything bigger, to have more.
Since the beginning of the deal?
No, that was 2020 maybe. We started to talk about it, I think 2019, and then it was 2020 or 2021.
So you released your first EP with Universal without the joint venture, and the second, like the mixtape Europe was
Without.
still without.
Yeah, it's only Luno V where they
The
were
album.
part of it. Yeah, the
So what was the reflection behind it? So the Germans realized, oh, he's doing a lot of streams even in Germany.
Yeah.
Did they approach you or you approached them?
No, that came through Universal Swiss.
Okay.
You know, they still
Yeah,
work
yeah,
together,
yeah,
so
of
it's still
course.
the same label, kind of. And that came through them because we wanted to push more in Germany and push that side more, and then it's good to have somebody there.
And about
So-
Germany in particular, like here, in Suisse Romande, as a rapper, I
Yeah.
mean, the guys who rap here, of course, they want to make it in Switzerland, but they have most of their focus is towards France. Everybody wants to make it in France
Yeah.
because the market is so big,
Yeah.
and you know all the big name that rap in French, they've come from France or mostly, is for you for a rapper from Solothurn, Swiss German is the main objective is always to make it in Germany or not really?
Not really, bro, because
It's just a plus.
no, it wasn't there before.
Okay.
That way, it was there with some artists who rapped in German,
Yeah.
like in
because that's the
German,
thing,
German. Right?
Like Loredana or Monet?
Exactly,
Is this
exactly.
two main
Well, I
examples?
think they came around the same time, so it wasn't there before, like big time. They up.
When you're saying it wasn't there, it's like it wasn't even possible for somebody from Switzerland that raps in Schweizerdeutsch to even think of making it in Germany. Is that what you're saying? Or
I think there were people there which had that dream, of course, but I didn't heard of an artist who made it super big with Swiss German in Germany.
That was not the classic way.
No, so it's not there. You know, you don't think about it. So when people in Germany start to listen to my music, and like artists from there start to post
you up?
post my stuff.
Yeah.
I was surprised, bro. And then everything started to grow, so I'm super happy. Now I'm in Berlin, having sessions, linking people, and amazing, bro.
Nice.
Crazy.
But who got the vision to? They know you can make it to Germany also with this little bit different language at that time.
Who had the vision?
Yeah,
It happened. It just happened.
just organic.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Is the label also seeing the
Yeah.
streams and that your music is already hitting in
Yeah,
Germany?
Organic.
I mean, they see it on the apps.
On the apps,
on the
streaming
apps.
count.
The data.
The data
had the
dog.
vision for sure.
Okay.
But there's you signed to Vertigo, but at one point you were gonna sign with you were maybe gonna sign with another label. You had other offers, right?
Yeah, we had some other offers. Yeah, that was.
Can you talk about that?
Okay, that's a bit earlier. Like when was that? I think like 2018.
Okay.
End of 2018, I got linked from an artist, a big artist from Germany, and he liked my music, and he invited me to Germany. We flew out, like movie shit and stuff. So he wanted to sign me.
Business class.
Yeah, it was business class.
No, for real?
That was my first business class flight. That was crazy.
You went alone? You were alone?
No, I took my brother there, like my dinero fácil. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
dinero fácil.
I took him there, and we had like champagne, the business class. We
Living
were
the
like,
life.
hey, movie. So he flew us out. We went to Frankfurt and then Hamburg, and it was crazy. And but then at the end, it didn't fit very situations in your life and private. And but because of that, I had more power, on all the other sides to negotiate and stuff. So.
They want me too, so.
So what
gave
you
you
do?
leverage.
Like
Yeah.
what you do? So
Was the deal like in Germany, like as far as money wise, was it a better deal with Vertigo than with Universal Switzerland?
it's a joint venture, so
Ah,
it goes
okay.
under
So
the
it was
same.
together?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's together. But of course,
And
they
how
can
is-
bring up more money than
I
Universal.
guess so,
Switzerland.
since the
Because
market
they
is
want
much-
to develop your branding and all that in Germany, so
Yeah.
they will promote it and
Yeah,
and were you,
have a team for that, especially
exactly,
dedicated. Yeah.
exactly.
were you happy about that collaboration with Vertigo and Universal in Germany?
I've learned a lot. But a bigger team means more.
Oh yeah, more people, more.
problems.
It's a bigger circle.
No problems.
bigger circle then.
More problems. No, it's more
problems.
more visions, more
voices,
different
yeah,
visions.
more
You know.
voices,
You have to
so
synchronize.
more, yeah.
Exactly.
And you did like there was a CK.
CK remix.
Yeah, Nigerian artist.
Yeah, no,
this big
that's-
love and witty. That's the number
Oh,
of the song?
Love Noir.
Love and
Love and Vantiti. Love Mantiti.
Yeah, okay, you say it way better than me. And he's an artist from Nigeria who had one of the biggest hits in 2022 or 23 in the
Yeah,
world.
big hit.
And you were on
He
the
said
remix.
he did Emiliana as well, like. right?
Yeah, he did Emiliana.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But
Emiliana.
it's a little
Great
bit less of a hit than the Love.
Yeah, but still.
That was his thing.
And you ended up on. He did a bunch of international remixes.
Exactly.
He did some in France, in the States with artists from France. States,
Alright,
whatever.
big. Yeah.
And you were on the German remix then.
on the German remix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got the
Yeah.
Swiss German remix with the German remix.
I was able to do
How
it.
did that come? How did that come about? Label shit.
No, that didn't came through Universal.
Oh.
That came through.
I thought it was
At that time, I
real
was
labels.
working. You know Gassan, right?
Yeah, of course.
Click Me,
Shout
man.
out Click Me, man.
Yeah, bro. Big up. And he was working with another artist with I think I'm not sure, bro, because a few years ago,
a few
and
years.
so he was working with another artist with Warner, Germany.
Yeah, because CK is Warner. He's not.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Not, he's not
And-
Universal. Yeah.
And I think over that link, he had they were asking him, if able to, if I could do a verse or something.
Wow, that's great.
And then I had the chance, man. I did it, and they liked it, and yeah, man.
And did
Nice.
that
Nice.
as far as a business move, was that a good business move as far as the streams and
100%,
stuff? Yeah,
100%.
I'm pretty sure it got a lot of
100%.
streams.
I mean, it's to compete with the original version.
No,
yeah,
you
no
can't.
chance.
Of course. 'Cause
Well,
they-
it's still there, and it's something you can write on your.
Your CD.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Your
yeah, of course.
curriculum
And
vitae.
then we can maybe that could lead us to some other questions about maybe because this new project is strictly strictly rap, strictly trap.
Yeah.
But before on the album, and even on some singles before that, you really started doing songs, Afrobeat songs.
Yeah.
And
I do both, bro.
and you do it great.
Yeah, I do both.
You do the rap thing great, but Afrobeats also the flow.
Just the remix and the German thing was in hard Dutch or still Swiss
No,
German?
Swiss German.
But it's the official German remix.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's beautiful.
it's Swiss German. It's still German, you know.
And
It's
it
German.
flows. And it flows.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's
was a
crazy.
great move from them, you know, to give somebody a chance from Switzerland. That, you know, that was really cool. Yeah, that was cool.
So,
So
yeah,
the question is like,
yeah. How did you get?
switch
How
or
did you?
not?
What made you think like, hey, let me try some Afro beats?
It's
When did that happen? What made it happen?
you know, bro. It's what you love. Like
Of
when you
course.
do like. I love Afro beats. Like I love reggae, dancehall. So I try out everything, you know. And then when I did my first Afrobeat songs, I showed it to my friends, and they're like, "Yo, bro, this is dope," you know. And I was always scared of dropping it, you know, releasing it, because people sometimes they stuck to the
Yeah.
it has to be like this, and
Yeah.
you're a rapper, don't do it. So we did it, and it worked out well. And then after a few years, even like when Afrobeats became big,
Yeah.
the label started to tell me, "Hey, we need more Afrobeats now." You know? So, and as well in Germany, I think I'm well known for the Afrobeats.
For this Afrobeat, it's,
Yeah. That helped me a lot.
And how do you like the? How do you decide now? Because like the new project is strictly trap.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do a project strictly trap, no Afro beats, go back to the original shit? I would say. Why and how?
Bro, for me now in my career and for my story, right now I'm at the point, you know, I've seen a lot now. It's been 8 years where Clean dropped. I went through a lot, and I've seen a lot in the industry. I've learned a lot, and it's the right time. I wanted to do something where I came from, you know, from the rap, because people also start to forget that you know, I like
them.
trap, you know, and that's where I came from originally, and I love to do that music. I really listen to that music. I love to do that. So I was like, yeah, that was the vibe. You
Let
know,
me go back to the
yeah,
trap
but it wasn't by you know, by
strategy
or anything. It was just the moment now. It's what I'm listening to. It's what I'm recording, what I'm doing. So.
And how much, like, with an artist like you who had such huge success already, how much do you often think like, hey, you're doing a song and you're like, hey, I love this song, but this is not what I'm used to do, so maybe I'm not gonna drop it because maybe my audience is not gonna feel it. Is this something that comes to your mind sometimes, or you really feel free, like, hey,
back to back, bro? I think it's, you know, the time now where everything is online. You go online, you see like a lot of artists are a bit confused what they should do, you know, and that's a big thing in the industry right now, because with what goes viral, what's the new
vibe, new trend.
Yeah, of course. And as I said before, like I do reggae. Sometimes I record on reggae beats and stuff. So where should I release that?
Drop it.
Lucifer, son
We want
of
to
the
listen.
Yeah, you know, bro. But
But
it's
so
awesome.
you do format a little bit. You decide to like maybe not go too far left or right as far as what you put out.
Yeah.
Or maybe one day you just put out a project with like everything that's like the reggae thing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you did a drum and song thing.
Come on. One day I'm
One
gonna
day
drop
you
a
got-
lot of stuff, man.
Let's go.
You know,
How many songs do you have unreleased?
unreleased songs.
Yeah, even if they're not fully finished.
Yeah.
Uncountable. Uncountable. I don't know.
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yeah, hundreds. Yeah. No, yeah, hundreds. Over the years, yeah.
Where are the hard drives? At your place? You need to secure these. You need to
Bro, I
put,
brought them to
you need to
Ghana,
give-
man. They're in Ghana, man. Somewhere in Jamaica.
put them in a bank or somewhere.
For real?
You gotta
Jamaica?
be-
The safe.
No. Okay. capping. And,
But like, so now what was the? Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, or maybe go
On the
ahead.
project actually.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the
let's
project.
go on
Go
the
ahead.
project.
Yeah. So what was the mood for that project? Were you like, even if you say that wasn't a strategy, but were you like, okay, I'm doing whatever inspiration I have, and maybe it's an Afrobeat and maybe it's a trap shit, but at the end of the day, I will separate them. And okay, now I drop
Trap.
yeah.
just one trap project, or
Yeah.
your whole creative mood at that time was only focused
On trap.
voluntary or involuntary, I don't know if we can say that,
We
consciously or unconsciously doing trap music.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of the trap tape came earlier, but I went 3 months to Ghana, and there's Afro dancehall. That's it, and reggae. That's it. So I think when I came back and finished the tape, I was overloaded with those vibes. So I needed some trap and some rap, and so I could release that pressure, that way. Yeah, but I record. One day I record 2 trap songs, rap songs, and then in the afternoon I go to Afro, like
That's
you never
possible.
know. It depends on who calls me. When my cousin calls me from
Pronto.
Ghana, I'm like, yeah,
Who are your favorite Afrobeats artists right
artists
now? Or
right
African
now.
artists right now?
Sage Vibes,
Yeah.
Shay Vibes, and
Says vibes.
Yeah.
Ashake,
Asake
of course.
is
Asake.
incredible.
So nice.
Yeah, I like experimental. Bro, those guys are so fresh, man. They like this is clean, bro. This is clean. Like I like the new wave, Charlie Poppy,
Charlie Poppy, yeah.
and of course, the Ghanaian heroes, man, Stoneboy and Shatawali and
Sarkozy.
You know Molly?
Sarkozy.
Yeah.
Sarkozy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sarkozy.
yeah.
You said Sarkozy.
You said it in
Yeah, it's
French.
Nicolas-
You said it in French.
Sarkozy,
It's Nicolas Sarkozy.
Nicolas Sarkozy.
Nicolas Sarkozy, French president? No.
Sarkozy.
What was his big hit was?
Alléluia.
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 Yeah, but that hit was with with my favorite Ghanaian singer who passed away, Castro. He's like, he died in 2014 or something. He drowned, and
Oh wow.
that was our hero, man. Yeah,
Drone.
Wow.
drone,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's hard.
R.I.P. man. Great singer.
But like,
Okay, so you mentioned the one that you like the most, like the Afrobeat
Favorite?
artists.
Yeah.
Who are you already mentioned Kodak Black, so who are your favorite trap artists of all time?
Favorite trap artists of all time, I think, is Kodak, Future, of course the Migos. Like, that was the time, 14, 15, 16. The golden years,
Sure.
Migos.
And there are
Too
many
many
more,
hits.
but I love the new stuff as well, bro. And Carti and all that stuff.
are you a big Travis fan?
I'm a fan of Travis, but not a die-hard fan or something. Like,
Okay.
I'm more impressed of he's producing himself as well,
Yeah.
and the way he used auto-tune and
Yeah,
the whole Mike Dean and
Mike Dean. Mike
bro.
Dean's the GOAT, bro.
That's crazy. I love
But the Future influence is very present.
Future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard kind of Future in your
In his
your
music, in
Yeah,
Pronto's
a
music.
lot.
Yeah, but Travis
especially
Scott
in
as
the
well.
last.
So-
Yeah,
There's this really deep, dark thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
That is-
Melancholia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Future was my
is your
Main influence.
main.
main.
When it
Yeah,
came
I
to
can feel
Do
that.
you record with the lights off?
with low lights, bro.
Yeah, man. We can hear it actually.
Do you record at
It's
home?
the
Do you
darkness,
record
bro.
the
It's a nice darkness. It's a sweetie, cozy darkness.
yeah,
but
but-
darkness still.
It's the Morocco, it's the Moroccan vibes there, bro.
But like, do you record at night, or do you record?
Trois
Do
fois
you
filtré.
work on music best at night or during the day?
During the day.
During the day.
I producing like during the night, like really early mornings, like from 1 going to when I don't do other shit, then I'm producing 1 to 6 in the morning. That's where I do the dopest beats, and then
Oh,
recording
1 to
during
6
the
in the
day.
morning. Okay. That's when you do
But you go to
the
sleep between those two activities.
Yeah.
Produce, you go to
Sleep,
sleep, you
re-
wake
Yeah,
up, you take
exactly.
a coffee and record.
Exactly.
Damn.
But it's true that your music sounds very dark nightish, or like that track that is not on the project that goes by the name of Elon. That
Yeah.
that track.
Bless her, bro.
Man, I love that track. I was playing it like for a couple of days or a week, at least a week. That was the only song that I would listen. I would listen to that shit for like 2 or 3 hours, and I told you that I think I sent you a DM and
But
it's
a deep night.
Yeah,
shit.
but it's not. It's not even dark night shit. This one is like, and the project does sound a little bit like that too. For me, it's like a soundtrack to like Interstellar, the movie. You know.
Yeah.
It's spaceship, man. It's stars. It's the galaxies. I don't know, man. It's
Give thanks, bro.
something really special.
That's my
and-
favorite
stars,
movie, bro. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
Interstellar
really?
is crazy.
Really?
Oh, that's your favorite movie.
yeah, that's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
The
Thank
stars
you,
of the
man.
Phantom.
But there's really something in your music, and that's what I'm looking for. Actually, most of the time when I'm listening to music, is that it takes you someplace.
Yeah.
You have your
Yeah.
your musical universe, but it's like I'm taking a trip. Like when I used to listen to Nas or Mobb Deep back in the '90s, I would be like, I would be feeling like I was in Queens with
You
these,
there?
these people,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
On the corner.
And you take. It's not that I don't really feel like I'm in Solothurn when I'm listening to your music. No disrespect.
Have you been
it's,
there? Have you been there?
I've been there. I've played
Through your music.
I played there a couple of times, a few times before. But your music is like you take either the Afro stuff. Of course, it gives you this. Yeah, this Ghanaian vibe,
Sunny
this
thing,
sunny thing, and the trap shit, the tape, the whole tape, the Elon track. It really takes, for me, it takes me like on a trip to space, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not even high when I listen to. I feel like this naturally. I'm naturally high, also.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
dope,
the best you could say, bro, as a feedback, man. Give thanks, bro.
But I remember there was even like a track named Space Shift or something like this. No, you didn't have. You had something with space, right?
Space,
Well,
yeah, maybe, yeah, bro. I'm
And
bad
why-
with names. I don't
like,
know
why
what my
did-
songs,
why
man. I'm
didn't you
sorry.
put
In the intro, you're talking about stars in the Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah,
Phantom.
yeah.
So that makes me a spaceship vibe. Also, like if the Rolls Royce Phantom is the spaceship,
Yeah.
you know,
This-
and you have the
this is
stars.
stars.
Of
You
the
know,
road.
these tracks, the tracks with no drums is like they're supposed to have drums, but then I recorded it without drums, and then
you
I
like, you
just
feel the vibe.
I'm
It's
like, no.
crazy.
Yeah.
And why like would you not put like that Elon track on the project? You felt like it didn't fit, or is it because he's going
it goes
crazy
with
right now?
the
shit
the
that he's
label.
doing? Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that
Yeah.
song came out with Universal, I guess.
Yeah,
That was like the last song you put out with them.
second last.
Okay.
The last one is Formula, the Afro tune,
Okay.
and Elon was
And who did the video for Elon?
it's Kuba, directed by Kuba. Directed by Kuba.
Who's Kuba? He's a
Yeah.
Swiss guy.
He's a Polish guy who grew up in Switzerland. Yeah.
And,
Great
I really
guy.
enjoy the video with the effects, with the stuff you have in your mouth, and the
Yeah.
explosion. It's
But
Could you figure out what I mean with that?
not really. What were you meaning?
It's the. Sometimes in life, like you feel like you kind of lost your,
Your way?
not your way. You're like in the work, whatever work you do, like you kind of feel like I've lost my. I went lost on the track, you know. I went lost on
the
on
the
doing
way.
what I have to do, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's like your soul which left you, kind of stuff. So the light is like I'm catching back my,
Okay.
you know.
my way.
You're getting your groove back.
I get my not
get
my
your
groove,
mojo
man.
back?
It's more like spiritual.
Okay.
Like,
But
you
yeah,
know.
Oh, wow.
the video is
Yeah.
really great, and it goes super
But
well
what's
with
what are the
with
lyrics
song.
talk about? Sorry, bro.
On Elon, yeah. except
I don't
Elon.
want the fame. Like I don't want the fame. I don't want the pain. Like I push that shit away. Like I'm going
push
far.
that shit away.
Yeah, push that
That
shit
part is
away.
dope.
I'm going far away. I don't wanna see lights. I leave the lights
You're in your
behind.
spaceship.
And I'm going, spaceship, forest, wherever, bro. Studio.
Forest.
No,
Yeah, forest is easier.
Moroccan vibes.
Forest is closer
Moroccan
to Solothurn.
But what is it a shout out to Elon Musk or nothing to do with it?
Yeah, like because of the Starship.
Yeah,
he
the
builds
Starship.
Oh,
he builds
okay,
these-
yeah. Hi, I'm a little bit high.
Yeah, we don't like Elon too much. Too much
Too
nowadays.
No,
Too
me
much.
too, man. It's not about Elon Musk.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I get
Okay,
what
okay.
you're saying.
Yeah,
It's about Starlink.
It's not about him that way, yeah.
And like, what made you decide to go independent with this project, with the new project, with the
Bro, everything led to it. Like, you know, I've had a great time with Universal the last
Yeah, so
years.
that's the first question actually. Were you satisfied with all the work that you guys were able to build together?
Yeah, bro. There's I've learned a lot from the constellation we had from and they brought me to producing camps in Miami where I was with like
Damn.
big people, French for the French people like was it
Like,
Veggie Dream?
Veggie Dream.
Yeah.
Veggie Dream, yeah. He was there like
Was it a camp for you or for you
no,
were
it's
doing
like
beats?
universal
Camp,
producing camp. So like I was there as
Was
an
it-
artist and the producer.
Universal Germany or Universal Switzerland?
Global. There was people from
But who did the who subscribed for you to go there?
it's like every Universal office can recommend their artists or producers.
So were you recommended by the Swiss or the
Swiss,
German?
Swiss,
Oh, so
yeah.
they have that power.
Yeah, and I think it's Universal French who decide who is able to come. Like they check all the artists, and then I was able to go. So it was super.
How long was that?
I
How
was
long
lucky.
did you stay there?
It was 10 days in Miami. I think 10 days.
And did any of the
Crazy.
music that you made there come out, or?
No.
But did you
songs.
make some good connections? or-
Yeah. We like from Germany. I mean, of course, I met Veggie Dream and all the artists. We linked. We had good conversations, and now I think like when we see each other, some of the artists from America, we recognize each other, and that's already a big part of important part.
There's one thing funny with Veggie Dreams is with his Ramener la coupe à la maison, It's crazy, that song in the German part, like, you still hear it. I still play it sometimes when I go to Zurich,
Yeah.
And people go freaking nuts. And it's a song like it's in French, and we never played here. Like, we played it when it came out, but
Yeah,
we
sometimes.
haven't
It
played
never
it.
lasted that long.
Nah, but in the German part, it's like
And
they
that was
just
big,
won
man.
they just won the World Cup. Like it's like Switzerland just won the World Cup every time we play this song in a club.
Yeah.
It's funny to me.
But it's a banger, bro.
Yeah, it is a banger.
fucking
It is a
banger.
banger.
It's
It
a
is a
banger.
banger.
It's a fucking banger.
Especially after some drinks,
Oh yeah.
It's good.
So yeah, to go back to
You were saying that you were satisfied with Universal. You had like cool opportunities.
Exactly. And then I'm at the point where I want to try something else. Like I want to see how far our team can take this, and especially with Riga. He has
okay, Riga, you got pressure on you.
yeah, man.
There's Universal and there's Riga. Let's go, Riga.
Oh man, don't worry, bro.
No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I know
Riga
you
got
guys
the
do a
links,
great,
man.
and I know you guys do a great
Yeah,
work.
but I'm happy, man, and we still, I still text with Camille, the A&R, and it's more a friendship, After 7 years of working together, it's cool, and
But will you be open to work again with a major label, or
major
you think like right now I'll really focus on being independent?
yeah, of course, I would be open to work with a major label again, but more like in the distribution area, like.
What would you say?
Is it regular on your side of the country? Because like I must how you say it? Rappeler quelque chose. I must remind something.
Remind, yeah.
Remind?
Yeah.
You remind me.
No, I must
Remind
precise
me.
and remind something. It's like that we don't have the major labels in the French-speaking part of
There's no
Switzerland.
offices here.
Exactly.
Okay.
They used to have some like
But
Sony
small
offices,
ones, and
yeah,
it
small
was
ones, but I think they closed them all.
Mainly commercial, I think, like promoting and all that. But yeah, the thing is, the distribution deal.
Yeah.
We don't have so many labels that permit or like make that possible in the Swiss French speaking part. Like, okay, I go check a label. Maybe Evidence Music does that.
You have to find a
But that's one of
label
the
to
only
distribute
ones
your music.
for the urban music. But in France, they do that a lot. I think that maybe in Germany too. So is it possible? Is it the kind of deal you can have in Swiss German?
I think it depends.
Distribution.
It depends on the person or the artist, and I think it's possible. I mean, I'm only able to speak for me and for myself. I don't know what other people's businesses look like. But
Did you use like DistroKid now to distribute your album? DistroKid?
bro, no,
No.
you gotta ask the man.
It goes through Empire,
Yeah.
like distribution. The distribution.
It goes to Germany to the orchard.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
the
we have,
orchard.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
working with the
okay.
orchard. Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
yeah, okay, yeah.
The orchard is
Yeah,
the
Sorry, maybe my question wasn't.
the Iencli distributing the music is a big music distributor in
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah, but the label is 419, which is
419 is your label.
Finesse gang.
Exactly.
419.
419.
419 Finesse Gang.
And what would you
Finesse,
say
finesse,
like are
finesse.
the pros and cons of being an independent artist versus being an artist under signed to a big major label?
In detail, I mean, they're doing a lot of background work, the majors, and they have some links which are hard to get if you're not with them. But you gotta work with good people,
Yeah.
which I do, and they got links which are needed. And what are the pros? I mean, it depends on the deal you have with a major label. It depends totally on the deal and the details, and that is a variety of
different deals.
deals, and it depends. I don't even know what the other Swiss German rappers deals look like. So at the end, I really had a good deal, I think, and I enjoyed it. It's more, with the major labels, they have budgets and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
the
yeah, and
biggest
that's-
difference, huh?
Yeah, and that's the biggest
Is that
difference.
they
and
give you an advance, so you have a bunch of money and you're comfortable to record. your-
and I
your
think in
fan.
the early stage of a career, that's very helpful.
Yeah,
When you just
In
broke,
the development.
exactly.
Yes.
broke, struggling through your life, trying to make music, money with music, then that's super dope. But now I came to a point where I really, I wanna.
You can make enough money already with the streams, with the music that you've put out, that you're not stressed, that you don't need somebody to back you up with
Exactly.
a truckload of money. nowadays.
Exactly. And in the long term, you at one point you want to get out of a label deal as well. If you want to make your own business, it's like in every other job. Like you
Yeah,
do
'cause
an apprenticeship as a carpenter, and you want to open your own carpenter store, or company.
Yeah, and you want to get,
that's
I guess,
Totally get it.
the biggest share of money from your music possible, and that will only come as
100%.
as an independent artist,
Exactly.
because when you're under a big label, they take a big share of.
Exactly.
It's a variable, but
Exactly.
a share of your money at least.
Exactly.
And how do you manage to? Are you still focused only on the artistic part in the label, or are you implicated also on the business side? How do you manage this?
Yeah, and who's in your label? Is it just you doing everything, and maybe with Riga, or how does it work?
So Riga, we got Nick, and me. We got for the more for the artistic side.
Nick is the guy doing the bookings. or-
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And then for the artistic stuff, like for the whole look and the creative directing.
Yeah.
There is Big Boys, the DJ, which work a lot with
Shout
that.
out
And then-
Eddie and Armin.
Yeah, man. Then we got Phone 500, which is a part as well. When
Shout out
the,
Bound.
we a group of friends which are having an experience in this industry, and everyone for himself, and that comes together and builds the label. But like all the label work, as now the people trying to picture that, like all the label
Yeah, who's
label
sending
work.
the emails and be on a
Yeah, that's
computer
Nick and mostly Riga, man, and,
Okay.
and with the experience.
Somebody has to do
Yeah,
it.
man.
Shout out
Nice.
Nick, shout out Riga. And are you like,
But yeah, just talking about your artistic direction, I found it's always very consistent and well thought out, from your visuals
Thought
to
out.
your fashion style. Thought out, thank you. So yeah, you said you're thinking about with a group of friends, but what inspires you the most in this? What is the process about the direct artistic direction? Sorry.
Thank you, bro. First, and bro, I think, yeah, it's what's going on, right? Like what's hot, what's not, what's the trend? Okay, we were all rocking skinny jeans at one point and all baggy pants at one point, and now it comes back. So you just gotta go with the wave. And
I like your jacket, by the way.
thank you, man. Big up, bro.
Yeah, man.
What is it?
Big up.
Is that Virex?
No.
No,
It's,
it's not.
this is something from the UK, man.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, thank you. and yeah, we trying to go with the wave, you know.
Yeah, and you find it also on the video clips. I saw a lot of very beautiful clips from you. I remember one, I think it has been shot in your block with a kids on the side
No,
of
that's
the
not
block.
my block. That's
Where's that?
Okay, so that's in Zurich.
Okay.
That's in Zurich. I was able to work with a great team for this one.
Yeah.
It's the song's called Light.
Yeah.
And I did the song after the passing of my best friend's mom, you know, and it's dedicated to him and her mostly. And I had this vision of this video, you know, us as kids and a bigger production, and you know, for the album. So I was able to work with Maximilian Speichel. Yeah, I hope I say it right. Maximilian, great guy, bro. Really good friend. And I was just there for like 2 hours doing the car scene, and the rest they shot there.
Only with actors.
Always.
But
With
the
actors.
result is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
And
man.
for close cycle, with who are you working for your visuals?
For the visuals.
What's the strategy?
Now for Close Circle, we don't really do videos, like music videos.
Is that like something that's not necessary anymore, or is that why you're not
No,
doing it,
now the
or-
spirit is more, you know, my spirit is more like off the label. Now I'm able to drop quicker, faster, and I also, you know, I want to have it simple, like in the beginning, you know, just the music and drop it and not be too
You're more agile,
framed and packed, you know, like. So now with the Close Circle, we drop a bunch of easy visuals, like reels,
some visualizers. I saw the one from 7-Eleven on Instagram.
Exactly.
Kind of shit. Okay,
easy shit, light shit, you know, which can.
But efficient.
Yeah, you know, still with class.
and
Nice. Finesse.
since you've had so much success already in your life as an artist, and this country hasn't had that many successful artists, are you looking also like to maybe produce other artists on your label? I guess maybe your brother.
Yeah,
Is that the plan?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like we're working on his songs, like my brother's songs. I've been working with other artists before, which I wanted to sign like to my label, and which been kind of signed to my label. We had some issues with life, private shit, you know.
Okay.
Which, you know, stuff happens. So now I'm still focused on Pronto mostly. And then, but secondly, like, my little brother, he's very talented, bro, and he got the glow, bro. He got the, like, when we're on stage and he's backing up, man, all like everyone is watching at him, like all the girls are like, you know, he's a star boy, man. And
What's
his
his
music,
name already?
U6, man, U6.
U6. Shout out
Yeah.
U6 coming soon.
He's
out
very
to
talented, bro. His music is great, and we've been learning how to do beats together now, and
Nice.
stay tuned, man.
It's in the blood.
And you're talking about doing shows together. What's up with the shows? You just did a couple of shows in Zurich.
Yeah.
You keeping the shows also in the same theme as the project. Small circle, you're going back to smaller venues, right?
Exactly. Yeah, to have that whole early day spirit, small locations, close to the crowd. You know, really close to the crowd, and yeah, we want to give something back, bro. And I really enjoy that also, you know, because I've missed it a lot. And when we play a bit bigger venues, it's always very distant to the people. And
So you like playing smaller shows rather than a big show?
yeah, for my taste, yeah, 100%.
And
I mean, I get hyped. We went to Hallenstadion in Zurich at Rap City once.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like, you come out and
Hallenstadion
you turn,
is crazy.
yeah, it's crazy, and the big screens, and you see yourself on the screens. Whereas, like, I don't know how football players feel when they play.
Yeah.
But you know, I really enjoy the small venues,
But
packed, crowded.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
or you can really see the people in their eyes.
yeah, bro.
Even
And
the
it
people
comes
in the
like
back.
more from the trap parties, early days. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're only playing trap songs?
No, you gotta play the classics, man. Play Baga
for
and,
sure.
and those songs.
But you're gonna go though. You're gonna in the summer. You're gonna go back to festivals, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're doing what festivals are you doing?
So this summer we play Afro Pfingsten in Winter Tour.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, more focus on Afro tracks,
Yeah,
of course.
that's
And
nice.
then we do the opening day of Frauenfeld. I mean, pre-day of Frauenfeld.
Yeah, it's the Wednesday.
Nice.
So it's on a Wednesday night.
It's on a
right?
Wednesday,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. We play a late show, bro. We got a good slot, and we have had a break like for 2-3 years in Frauenfeld, so I'm
Glad to
happy.
be back.
Yeah, man. I mean, the energy there is crazy, bro. It's dope.
Nice.
It's really dope. And then we play open air Gampo in
Oh yeah.
Ah, nice.
Wallis.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time
Gampel.
and dope slot and yeah.
No,
About to fuck up there, bro.
that's
Turn
crazy,
up.
man. That's
Yeah.
it's
What do
so
you-
cool to see all that success, man, from a Swiss artist, you know. Because
Yeah.
and as I said at the
Incredible.
beginning, is like we had a few examples, but it was always with some not that good music. And like now I think it's a really cool example, man. All your
someone-
career is crazy, man.
True.
Let's
True.
hope,
Of
let's
someone
hope.
doing it his way as far as the music, man. It's incredible.
Music that we can play loud in the
Yeah,
cars
that's what we're looking
everywhere.
to do.
Yeah.
To play that
Yeah,
shit
to
loud.
To be proud of it.
Questions. I think that he had a little analysis about some lyrics, right, Roma? Or, because I think that we are.
Yeah, we
Do
go.
we have to go to an end at a certain time?
Yeah, sure.
Ah,
Do you have any more?
But you had
No.
a few analysis on the lyrics, right?
No. Oh, you're throwing me behind beside the train, bro.
Yeah,
but
the bus.
Tell me something.
but no, yeah. I was wondering about I heard the track PRN with featuring with Ansu. I think.
Yeah,
Can you
Ansu.
talk a little bit about this track because I found it very trap, very rough.
Yeah.
What was the creative process of
It's
this
ragey.
track?
Yo, you know, I don't know. I don't remember the day when I recorded it, so I don't know what's happening that day. But like, it came with the whole rage thing, you know, the new wave. I really enjoy that, bro. And
Playboy Carti.
yeah, like the new album. I like that.
Yeet also. You listen to Yeet?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Did you listen to the all the 30 songs of the Playboy Carti album?
All the dirty songs.
The 30.
The 30.
The new album.
No, on the way here, we were trying to listen to most
There's
of
a lot
them,
of
bro.
tracks,
Yeah,
huh?
there's a lot of tracks.
30 songs.
I'm still in the middle somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Crazy.
You're always in the middle of somewhere
but-
in that kind of album.
yeah.
This rapper Ansu is from Switzerland? Or?
No, he's from Hamburg,
He's from Hamburg,
in
yeah.
Germany. Yeah, and he's doing crazy music, bro.
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Great songs. So I met him at the Hotbox Sampler Camp with Marvin Gaye in Berlin. From
All right.
and,
Hotbox Sampler Camp.
Marvin Game is a crazy name.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye. Yeah,
Marvin
I
Gaye.
love
it's
it.
a good friend, a good
a-
artist, bro. And
He's an artist from the UK.
No, from Germany.
Oh,
as
okay.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
He has so he has this format for many years called Hotbox,
Oh yeah,
where they do interviews and
a
freestyle
car.
sessions in a car, you know.
while smoking.
And you did it.
While smoking. No, I didn't did it, bro. At that time, I wasn't smoking, so I was like, yeah.
But he's the only featuring on the.
It's the only
On the
feature on the
project,
tape.
yeah.
Yeah, so I met Anzu there, and then we linked up, and
At the
sent him
camp,
the song.
right? At the Hotbox camp, you said.
I met
the
him
hot-
there exactly.
Exactly.
And we started talk, and then I sent him the song, and I asked him, you know.
Okay, record.
Nice.
Yeah, he recorded a verse. Verse is crazy, bro.
It goes hard with
Yeah.
a line about Oral B. I will let you.
Yeah.
I will let you discover
Stay
that.
focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I have
ChatGPT.
one last question for my part is about the beat. So you produce all your music.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever you never feel like working with outside producers?
I do.
You do?
I did, and I still do. Like, I got so many beats sent to like from other producers. Sometimes it's hard to pick. It's too much, you know. But at the moment, I work closely with Miller. Produced by Millie. He's a good friend from Bern. He's talented, young producer.
He helped
And
you
we-
out on the project.
Yeah. I did. He it was sample exchange,
Yeah.
sending back and forth, going together to the studio. So it's co-produced by him and by me, and so
Okay.
it's like 50-50 thing. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So people can try to send you beats.
Send me beats, bro. If it's hard, send me beats. Don't send me bullshit. Yeah,
Don't send me
Lame
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
What's the email? They have to reach you at or directly.
What's the email?
Is there a
Instagram?
beats, a send beats email Pronto?
Yeah,
Pronto,
we got one. No,
send
just,
Pronto beats at gmail.com or something like that.
I don't want to fuck up my email. Man,
So go to Instagram. Pronto
DM.
No,
DM.
Find a way.
Send them
Find a
to
way.
Riga. Send them to the manager.
true
He's
Yeah.
he
Riga
wants to
Empire.
have more emails.
I have my last question as well.
Sure.
And it's a story actually. I will begin with a story.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
You got a story to tell?
Now.
Let's go.
No, it's like I got a story to tell. No, at a certain time, I don't remember exactly when, but I think it was like around the COVID.
Yeah.
We used to meet, us three guys. You know, they were
By the lake.
Do you guys used to live in Geneva still, or?
I think
Which
so.
Geneva's
Oh,
is,
that was another time. Anyways,
Geneva's in the heart.
a long time ago. But no, like
I'll always
2020,
represent
right?
Geneva.
2020, right?
Yeah, it's 2020. Summer
I was still in
2020.
Geneva too.
And we were like chilling at the lake, and we're like, oh, we hear like an Afro song, and it sounds like Pronto.
Hey.
We were eating a nice ice cream, you know, at the lake, Lake Geneva.
Okay.
Genferzee.
Yeah, of course.
So we're listening to the song, and we're like, wow, that's uncommon to have like in Geneva somebody listening to some Swiss German music, and not this, but some nice music, like because like nobody really listens to some Swiss German music here in Geneva. But
Oh, you dissing now?
no, and I'm not dissing, but like the public,
Yeah,
it's
they don't
way
know
more,
it, and they don't know it.
It's
and
one
that's
way.
it.
It's one way.
Yeah.
No, for real, it's one way. Like the public from the Swiss German
audience,
part
yeah.
is the audience is more open.
Yeah,
to
that's very
or
true.
is from the French speaking
That's
part.
very true.
Yeah.
They've
That's
been
my
open
point.
to the French speaking musics forever.
The Röstigraben is
in the
mainly
German
one way.
part.
Actually.
Yeah. Understandable.
As far as
So
music's
very,
true.
I don't want to
Understandable.
disrespect anyway. And actually, I really love El Loco and Drini with the reggaeton song.
of
Man,
course,
we
yeah,
received
yeah,
them at the
Ilome,
show as well.
Shout out.
But
to
we are
Podrini.
guys from the culture.
Yeah.
That's normal for us to know that kind of music. But in the streets, it's very uncommon to have even some like people in the street listening to Swiss music. It's not that common actually, even for French.
Yeah,
one.
it's getting better with
It's
that.
rare, but
So yeah, we go to the guys and we're like, oh, who are you listening with? And do you know who you are listening to?
Yeah.
Who are you listening to? Yeah. Not listening with. And yeah, they were like, yeah, we're listening to a guy called Pronto.
Yeah, because I think you asked them if they were like, if is this on random Spotify?
It is
and
the radio.
Oh,
is
like,
it Spotify on random,
okay.
you know? And then it just fell on, or you were listening to a playlist, and this, like, did you pick the song? That's what we wanted to know. And they told you, no, we like Pronto. We want to listen to Pronto, and we're listening to
Hell
Pronto.
But
yeah.
they didn't know that you were Swiss, I think.
I think
That
that's
was
the
the
thing,
point.
yeah. And
Okay.
they did not know that
They
you were
didn't
singing
know,
and
yeah. Okay.
rapping in Swiss German.
So that's what it was.
Oh,
A double surprise, you know. It's like, oh yeah, we know that it's Pronto, but we don't know that it's our like.
So they thought
neighbor.
I'm a Dutch guy or something.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe like the
Maybe.
Kubaton,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those.
Oh, they just
Okay.
Kubaton, the Mumbaton,
Yeah,
sorry.
the Deutsch Mumbaton.
Yeah. Like the choo choo.
What is
choo,
Mumba?
choo.
Yeah.
Choo choo choo.
Loco.
No, but you know,
Locomotive.
locomotive,
Yeah,
yeah,
all that.
exactly.
So it can be like the same languages, like kind
true,
of.
True.
Yeah.
Get that a lot. Shout out to that guy, man, or that group. Yeah, blessed
but
up.
shout out to you also.
Exactly.
For real.
But like, okay, so that was the short story actually, and at the certain who's gone. Okay. I have another friend of mine as well that like once we were in my kitchen and we were listening to some good Afro music, and I was putting a track and he was putting a track, and he was like, yo, listen to that, and he put Baga actually.
Oh wow.
So
Bless
you
him,
have
man.
this international potential. That's my point. It was
Yeah,
a bit a long point.
But where is the question?
Give thanks. Give thanks.
You
bro.
have an international potential, and you try to go to Germany. Do you think that you could even like target or aim some other territories, even like singing still in Swiss Dutch, or maybe going back to other languages like German or English?
I feel like you could do the Afrobeat thing in English. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Even the rap thing, but now I think like Afrobeats?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
But
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
have,
yet.
actually,
Yeah,
you don't
no.
have to, the Swiss German thing, the way you do it with the.
I mean, my
English
question
word
is, did you think about it actually? Like, what's the next step? What's the next goal I can
Sky's the
reach?
limit, bro. Like
That's the thing.
let's see what comes. Let's see where where it leads to. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna switch my language because I'm still proud. I'm Swiss and I do it in Swiss German, and I think like a lot of people are proud, on me that I still do it in Swiss German, and I represent Swiss Germany in other places. And I got the first thing, and then let's see, man. Maybe I do it in French one day.
Yeah, merci.
Oui,
Merci,
bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, français
Bonsoir,
d'abord.
Pronto.
You have to do. You didn't do the intro, but you have to do the extra of that.
Or maybe I
podcast
do
in
the French
French.
ad-libs. Papa.
Is there any subject that you
Any last
wanted
words,
to
anything
talk about and
you'd like
maybe
to
we
add?
forget?
Or maybe we give
Forgot.
we give you the
last word.
The last words
The
to
last
this
word.
podcast.
Yeah, man. It was glad. It was nice to be here, bro. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. I see the
Same
time,
shit.
and we could do it 3 hours.
Yeah,
easy,
man. I have to cut my own
Yeah.
thinkings, man, my thoughts.
Yeah, and thank you for having me, man. It's
Oh,
Pronto.
thank you for coming through, man. We really appreciate it. It's an honor to have you.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure, and so the important information still. So
Yeah.
March 28th,
Yeah,
Close Circle.
yeah. Close
Yeah.
circle.
The
Release.
mixtape is going to drop. What's the name of the label? Yeah, 419, right?
419. Yeah, finesse game.
Finesse game.
Cool. And next shows, like the closest in time now, the earliest.
Next show is sold out tomorrow
shit.
in Bern.
Nice.
There's no more tickets. I'm
Already?
sorry, but after that, I think Frankfurt gonna be the next one.
Okay, so it's like beginning of July, right? Or mid-July?
Yeah.
So you gonna go.
Afro Fingston says the manager. Big manager.
Afro Fingston is the first. Afro
Big
Fingston.
manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
7th. Yeah, 7th.
June
Yeah.
7th? June 7th. Okay,
June
cool.
7th,
Nice. And we wish you a lot of success, more success, bro.
Give thanks.
Thanks
bro.
for coming here. It was really an honor. You're our first guest in that podcast.
Yeah, that's
Appreciate
crazy.
it,
And I hope that it as well, how you say it, gave some clues to the French-speaking part as well, to see that like even locally, even if it's different structures,
You can
but
make it.
Yeah.
it's interesting for us to have those kind of role models as well. So
Yeah, for real. Like we have a guy here in Switzerland with 13 platinum.
Oh, I
plates
have
on
to
his
do
wall.
collaborations with
that was
your
my
side.
last question,
100%.
actually. Who you
Yeah,
would
man.
like to collaborate with? We have to connect people. I mean, Riga is the connecting people. But
Yeah. I mean, I met few artists, like Dime Stimka and yeah. We should have done it already, you
Of
know.
course,
so let's do it
man.
now, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's do it now. Let's do
For
it
real,
now.
man. Shout out to your side and
so
the
to
French
link,
people, man. Brr.
So to link Pronto, it's @Pronto Dinero. On Instagram, people with beats are people with feet.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for that.
Nice one.
Pronto, thanks a lot, man.
Big up.
See you
Big up.
soon and
Bless up.
still a lot of success. Riga, thank you. Äugen, thank you. Romain Rousseau,
Bless up.
thank you. Vince Lee,
Thank you,
thank you. And see you soon. Service Iencli, à très bientôt. Oh, last words in French, it's for you. Le dernier mot en français.
Au bientôt.
À bientôt. See you
À
soon, Service
bientôt.
Iencli.